We no afraid, we no see no one where we afraid of. We no afraid, we no see no one where we afraid of. Yeah, this is Everton Blender, and it's all about the young police from Jamaica. Seeing Young Police Channel. Big up yourself, Everton Blender said that. We no afraid, we no see no one where we afraid of. Blessed love, Rastafari.
Yes, welcome to the Jamaica Young Police Channel. To our loyal viewers, subscribers and Patreon member. At the channel, we are a group of law-abiding citizens who believe in the rule of law and respect the rights of every citizen, but not the ones who do not subscribe to such behavior. We do believe in and support preemptive strikes because they save lives. This is a logical conclusion because preemptive strikes save lives and prevent the further loss of lives. We are all about saving lives at this channel. We at the channel aid criminals with a passion and do not want them over here. We do not want your views, your subscriptions, your likes or your comments. Please go elsewhere where the red carpet is waiting for you. Over here, we want you to go to prison or the departure lounge at Madden. Moving on to today's video. Yeah, so we'll continue the journey. So this is part 5 of the 9-part series, with this, exposing Wilfred Ratigan and the likes, their job, trying to destabilize Jamaica for their own, for their own benefits, for their own political and financial gain. So, as Herbert Nelson highlighted, it's time for the Jamaican diaspora to see through this facade and reject the manipulation. Jamaica's future depends on unity, transparency and collaboration, not the deceitful strategy of individuals who prioritize their own ambitions over the nation's well-being. So the diaspora has a crucial role to play in the progress of Jamaica. But it must be led by individuals who act with integrity and seek to uplift the country, not to tear it down. So people like Ugly Some and all them people there, that them people there traitor big time, big dummy and all them thing there. I don't know how people, intelligent people, if you're a criminal still doing from day one, the guy can get you in a criminality and get you corrupt, you understand what I'm saying? So the revelation about Wilfred Ratigan's tactics show a disturbing agenda aimed at destabilizing the Jamaican government and exploiting the diaspora for personal and political gain. So as we stated before, we are asked, and is Wilfred Ratigan setting up himself for a money laundering investigation? So this, as we stated already, this is not a nice look for him as a former FBI agent, because he must understand, when it comes on to criminality, anything that more than one person is involved, that is conspiracy. If I am not doing anything that is legal, you can't get me involved in them thing. So I don't know if them is because of deficit in income. Man, you can't be that desperate. All them have to do is just set up a Himalaya, so more or less on him. Hey, look. So this is part 5 of the 9-part docu-series. So you watch, you listen, and you decide. In the 70s, the Americans the CIA were the one that funded the JDF.
Yeah.
And the JDF was the JDF.
All the equipment, cars.
Yes, but the JDF is always aligned with the CIA in Jamaica, because that's the reason that if it wasn't for the JDF, that was the PMP would have overrun the country in the 70s. It's because Robert Nish would not go along with Michael Manley to commit the crimes that he wanted him to commit on behalf of the PMP and murder the Labour right voters them in the Kingston metropolitan area. But we're able to get some people within the JDF to commit crimes.
No.
Let me ask you something. You ever heard, about this man that that was he's in thing there in Canada. He was a part of the PMP, the guy that's supposed to kill Edward Seaga in 76. You remember him?
I know there's a lot of stories out there, but I'm not aware of that guy.
No man, he's currently in him live in Canada now, man.
Live in Canada now.
Yes. You don't know the guy I'm talking about.
If it's the same one that supporting Lonesome, that's the only guy I know up there. That's from JCF.
No, not J. No, who is that guy you're talking?
You see, this is what I was trying to find out. I asked my contacts to try and get the photos from the Friday night that we were there, because the guy was there.
So you never took his photograph?
He Lonesome all his information about police matters.
So
him tell me, let him talk. You know, but I was more interested in what he had to say than trying to remember his name and everything.
Yes.
I left there with all the hullabaloo going on. And you see, Lonesome think him slick. Him and Ratigan. They invite me over to the house the day after. To try and convince me to kick the woman out and put Lonesome in charge, him and his wife.
Oh,
I told them under no circumstances that was going to happen. Right? See, one of the things with me is when I make a commitment to you,
yes,
I'm standing behind you and beside you.
Yes.
Right?
You're a man of your word.
I'm going to turn around and stab you in the back because somebody come and say, hey, I can do this, I can do that. I have over 200,000 followers. I have this, I have that. That don't mean a damn thing.
Yes, true.
Right? The man by his own mouth him can't work with other people.
Who that? Ugly some?
Yes. By his own mouth.
So you say him lack people skills.
Yeah, he don't have people skills at all. And so I told the man to his face in his house, I can't put you in charge of people that you don't like. Yes. Because once they make the recommendations as your committee, we're gonna tell them. Right? You're gonna discourage them, you're gonna get rid of them, what you gonna do? Him tell me say there's nothing that they can do if they take over because him can block them from all the bloggers. We say, look, that don't mean nothing to us. Right? We can create blogs of our own. Yes. And have people come in and do the blogging for us. Right? And that's what them doing now with me and Ratty Show, the Waterhouse Vibe Show.
What Ratigan call it? What call it?
Reason with Ratigan. Right? So they think that they are powerful, but we're working around them nevertheless. We promoting this guy's show up in Chicago, not a Jamaican, Sutherland TV. We get ready to we started a promotion on Social Bone, right? So we're gonna be doing other shows that, you know, this is 19,000 plus people on LinkedIn that we now have that Social Bone is gonna broadcast over. So we are gonna beat them at their own game. We're gonna flog them at their own game. Right? And show them that, hey, good people are out there and good people support us. Yes. We don't have to depend on you and your criminal elements then. Yes. You know? And this guy knows everything about Lonesome. They know about Ratigan too.
Oh, you talk which guy? The one in Chicago?
The police brother. Him is a policeman up in New York in Canada. But him say he was in the JCF before. Right? So him have all him contacts then.
Oh, so you don't have any? Oh, you say you're trying to get the photograph?
No, I'm trying to get his name. I'm trying to get his photo too. You know, brother. Let me tell you, man. There is.
So why Ratigan is doing well? So so basically, him not criminal minded, but man, him for do something like that.
Look, they use the non-profits to wash money as well.
Oh, corrupt money.
Corrupt money. So Ratigan wants to be able to sue more, and they want to be able to go after certain government people, put pressure on them. Right? But it gets to where when you don't have an open book, when you're accounting, you're not even the accountant you tell me you don't have. Because when I ask, okay, who's auditing, who's doing this, who's that, him can't tell me.
Oh, so that's why. So because you guys are at loggerhead with that now, so because you want accountability and them that want that.
This is what put people in jail in a non-profit.
Because them use expenditure for the wrong reasons.
Yes.
And cannot account for it.
I can't account for it. So this is why when I withdrew, I had to write to the IRS and let them know, hey, I'm out of this thing, and here's the reasons. Right.
Okay, so that's the reason why he's beating you, because him said he wanted you. Oh no, you, Francis. He wanted Francis. So wait, so is it you that Ratigan is talking about that say you're involved in criminal activities in Jamaica?
No, that's Francis. That's Francis. Him know where I come from, so he can never make that statement. And guess what? Him say I'm gonna complain to my people about me.
To the CIA?
They're not going to listen to him because I know they think him is a criminal and they didn't trust him from long time. From
yeah, but you can't. But you and I know, so you can't just go to the CIA and them just take. You understand what I'm saying? Because number one, him not a credibility in security. None. Zero.
That's why I laugh after.
Yeah, man. Him not a credibility because man is a notorious liar, man. A man is a criminal enabler to you and supporter. Once in the company of ugly some a convicted coke dealer. That means that's why I say him get to meet this man. You understand? If he was a handler of this man.
You think that he would ask me to check the man out before him go associate with him? Him don't ask me that now, so I don't tell him that.
So he must know that, man.
Me know him know. Him have to know. Right? Him not stupid. One thing I know about Ratigan, he's not a stupid person.
Yeah, but you know, I mean to say him smart though. I don't see him as someone who's smart. I see him as a person who's a criminal-minded person. And him lack integrity, reputation, and a character. Him have none.
That him destroyed that a long time ago.
Yeah, brother. Man, him have and well, I mean, because number one, whenever you retire from the military, you always retire from the military and the federal government. You always become you easy to get a job as a contractor. I mean, I say, a man like him, and him can't get a big contract with one. You understand what I'm saying? As a contractor, it's because him tainted. Because more or less them even flag all him security clearance and all of them things.
Yeah.
And them they renew it.
Him know that they're not gonna give him anything.
Yeah, you understand. So I know that I hustle and them thing. Even with the YouTube channel and them thing. You understand? And I know that I've been a subject of their communication privately and secretly, privately and publicly.
You see, but anybody that can come back at him not gonna mess with them. This is why I can't touch Wayne Global over in the UK, right?
That's a one guy. Yes.
Wayne Global is an attorney just like him. Wayne Global flog him every damn day.
That's a one guy where I think he must about 5 people on him panel or something like that.
Yeah.
I watch him a few times. Him always do him thing. He's still on YouTube, but I haven't seen any pop up from him.
He's on YouTube. Look up producer Wayne Global. Producer Wayne Global. Him there, and him and that the woman there in Jamaica. Them is close.
Oh, Karen.
Karen, as well as her friend, the other one that must say look me up.
The black one.
yeah.
Also
them know what them doing, right? And them trying to get to Ratigan, and they open up Pandora's box on him. And you see, him trick me and him tell me say him gonna write the letter to CIA and him go tell CIA how me I discuss certain things and all this other stuff. Well, I says, well, it's your word against mine. Plus, CIA, you let him get past the censor, because once him knows you and them know all about you already, them don't want to talk to you. Somebody just leave it alone.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because I know there's no way. Let me tell you something. In the agency, when it comes to access, when they give you global access, that means you have the highest clearances and you have all kind of letters behind your clearance. And that's what I had. I was on the 9/11 team before it happened, when it happened, after it happened. I was on so many different teams, it'll make your head spin. And the bottom line is, the stuff that I can speak on, right, is because they gave me the access to it. Because I came out of the military, I had special operations experience behind me. And they knew that I could do certain things that the other analysts wouldn't comprehend. And this is how I saw his stuff long before you met the man. When I realized him is Jamaican, I said, damn, this guy have no judgment, him crazy. Right? Who else would let 9/11 happen when you are the main guy responsible for investigating it? It happened, then you turn around and become Muslim. And then you start wearing all the garb and stuff into the embassy and other places.
Madness.
A pure madness, that.
Oh, the day after 9/11 you become Muslim. You know, that don't make sense at all.
It don't make sense, brother. And that's why I say something is not right with the man upstairs. If I tell people say something is wrong with my brain. Now, my brain operates the way it's supposed to. You know, I analyze situations and I don't go out and put my foot in my mouth. So the bottom line is, you deal with yourself. And you want to go right to my people, okay, write to them. Right? They're not going to listen to you. They won't even ask me a single question. Because then you realize the level of trust I had, there's no way in the hell I'm going to be telling them shit I'm not supposed to tell them. You know? So this whole thing is a mess. And him created. And now him trying to clean it up by playing innocent and that we come after him for no good reason. No, you bring shit down top of your own head. And when they look back at your record is there for everybody to see out on the internet. So who's gonna believe you? You know? This man is crazy, man. I try to do what's in the best interest of everybody, and I stayed out of the thing. You know, imagine this: after I tell Lonesome I'm not qualified, and I leave Canada.
Oh, so wait, but you told him that, but the same Ratigan was saying behind Ugly that Ugly he's the same one that said that Ugly is not literate because 7 times him fail the police test and him not smart and him supposed to only talk with the people them that understand him. He's not supposed to talk to the people them that have high school education upwards.
Right. And you see, Ratigan needs somebody he can manipulate.
Oh, yes, because him know if he use that tactics as a farmer investigator for massage him ego, tell him all of the nice things about him when you want. Cause that's how it works, you know. You tell him all of the nice things when you want to hear. Tell him how him awesome and although him head big and you tell him say him head straight, or him beautiful, or him look nice and him look good and him hot and this and that, and all of them things fly to him head. And you make him the things where he won't even do because him hear all of them things. So him feel say, yeah, look old fever and them things when you manipulate him.
Yeah, and that's what he can't understand. Him is just like Tavares. Tavares go there and tell people Ratigan was dishonorably discharged from the FBI.
Who's Tavares?
in the Make We Talk program.
Why am I not? I don't even follow. At first, may I hear that?
Him is Tom Tavares, Vincent's nephew.
Oh, what him name? Make We Talk?
Make We Talk. Look it up. Yeah.
What? Me not follow.
Now Jeffrey have a record, and they covered it up to get Jeffrey in the country.
What I'm trying to get Jeffrey in America, in Canada?
No, he's here in Florida.
Who that? Jeffrey?
Yeah.
So where them try to get him?
Jeffrey didn't declare that him and his brother had a record.
What kind of record? Criminal record?
Drug trafficking.
So how him get visa?
He got dismissed, right? But you remember now who the family is.
So the case was dismissed in Jamaica?
In Jamaica, yeah. But then there's another case where him and his brother must have stabbed up a cousin.
Wow.
Right? And that one wasn't dismissed. Right? So the bottom line is the cousin must have been so pissed off and pressed charges. And the thing is, when Jeffrey go and tell people that Ratigan got dishonorably discharged, him and Ratigan had a falling out.
So him and Ratigan reference?
Yeah, they're still close. I'm going to show you now. Jeffrey gave Ratigan 150,000 Jamaican dollars to have this detective at Jamaica clean up the record. And I know the detective because I'm from Constant Spring.
Clean up which record? The record for Jeffrey Tavares?
Yeah, the court record. Right, that was going to erase everything.
But if him arrested and charged with drug running and everything, then the case dismissed.
Well, the drug thing got dismissed by the court, and I guess since they were teenagers, they sealed it.
No, man, they must. No. Let me tell you how the system works in Jamaica. If he was arrested and he was under the age of 16, under the age of 16, then them must seal record of Jamaica. Them just not record it. If him even convicted, that's how them do it in Jamaica. The only purpose them would keep it now, like if him want to become a member of the police force or the military, they would know that, and him would consider not a fit and proper person. You understand what I'm saying? So it's a PMP blog, man.
You see it?
Yeah, man, I see it. I see it's a PMP blog.
Look.
So
he wasn't PNP before. Because, of course, he's from a JLP family.
Yes.
Right? But all of a sudden, now, all of them mix up with Lonesome, and they all become PNP. This is why I got suspicious. Because we said we would not become political. And the man them turned political on me. And then when he realized, say, I was going to block the politics from the Canadian group and the UK group, right? That's when him tell Lonesome that I'm organizing in his area over there, that I'm talking to people about running the Global Jamaica Diaspora Council in Canada. He was right. But I was doing it based on his recommendation that we just go ahead and organize and leave Lonesome out of it because them can't work with people. This is the man that come on, and him say that I told him I'm giving him a debriefing and this is behind closed doors, so I don't want him discussing anything outside. I talked to the man at his house the Saturday, right? Because the event was the Friday night in Canada. The Saturday we debriefed the man at his home. Him invite me over to his house. And the idea was to get me to give him control of the Diaspora Council. And it didn't happen. Sunday before I leave, him called me up again, trying to convince me. And I tell him, no, cannot do that. I'm not going to tell this woman I'm supporting her and then turn around and stab her in the back. Right? I said, I don't treat people like that.
Yes, you're not a snake.
I'm not a snake. And man, I get home the Sunday night, and by Monday night, they're tearing me and Dr. Francis apart. I'm Lonesome Show. Them do it the Monday night, they do it the Tuesday night. We go the Wednesday night, we go on Sutherland TV and defend ourselves. Explain to the people exactly what happened. They saw that, they came back, they came on that very night again, repeating all the nasty stuff. Calling us pieces of shit, calling us names that you don't want to hear. His wife mouth nasty as hell. I mean, the woman, I mean, I respected her. I've never disrespected them. And they know that. But they try to make it seem like I come to their house and turn around and stab them in the back. No, I told the man the truth. I have no reason, professionally, I've done the same thing when I was in the military, done the same thing in the agency. When I get the briefing, you know all the facts, the whys and the wherefore. And there was at no point in my contacts with him in person that I was impressed with the way he did things. And of course, the fact that him can advertise an event to start at 3 o'clock in the evening and show up at 6:30 to start.
That's unsat. Saying that military time will deal with it.
No, I couldn't deal with that. And then, I had to cover his ass by making excuses to people.
No, you can't do that.
I don't like that.
No, you have to tell a lie. Once you have to tell a lie, that you understand what I'm saying?
I wasn't going to do it. I said the people who came are not the type of people that he would necessarily hang out with. These are upstanding citizens who came thousands of miles, and they came because me, Dr. Francis, Ratigan, and the other one, they call himself Mystic Sensation. They were going to be there. We were going to be there. Now, Mystic Sensation, another one surprised me because I didn't know him as another PNP acolyte. Right? That him want talk of PNP this and PNP that, along with Lonesome, then him pull Ratigan in, Isaac Buchanan, all of them.
So Isaac Buchanan come out against you too?
He really don't come out. He respects me to some degree.
I want nasty brother still doing it, though.
I know.
I'm the only person him don't mess with, though.
Yeah. He's cautious with me. He does not say anything against me directly. And it's like they set him up. They put him in a corner to where he have to comment, but he find discreet ways of saying what he has to say. And that's how I got him, always beating around the bush. Never straight. Right? So I understand the situation him is in. Right? I don't excuse him, but him need to, him going to change any at all. It's certainly not with his association with this criminal coming out of jail, right? That everybody think is innocent. And
about 2 times him go to prison for drugs.
I know.
2 times, I would have believed some man who go to prison 2 times is innocent. I'm glad dummy would have believed that. But you see, you don't know one thing still with the PNP, the PNP criminal, them believe anything, Once them like you, nothing else account.
Yeah.
The truth is irrelevant.
That's the problem that they have. And these people that is following them are dangerous set of people.
Well, I know that,
And this guy, cartel that they back in now.
Well, so but we know that his role is to is for him to campaign for the PNP when him come out. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's the role of Isaac Buchanan and all them get the judge. So how we get we remember the system that we had from the from the 80s with the Courtney R's and all those people, it wouldn't have any people with integrity on the bench anymore. It's just pure corruption.
That's why it's falling into the hands of the diaspora to do something.
But nothing is the diaspora. Look here. Number one, you cannot live in America and sue the Jamaican government. And people, you have to understand how Jamaica operate. People who are who are corrupt. That's the way that how them kill Dean Shaw. You know that the people them who kill Dean Shaw is the people them that involved in the $1 billion upper Evandale. That's why them kill him, because them say him in farm. You know that?
Yeah. They saw him talking to somebody, some ranking person, and figure, just the wrong place, wrong time.
No, but that's a madness and them thing. Because the man,
it is madness.
You understand?
Yeah. I tell you, brother.
So who you thinking that Jamaica is going to take on the government?
It would have to be a person with money and that can assemble a small army around them to protect them, right? And this is one of the reasons I said to Lonesome, what we need to do is get somebody with influence and power on our side. And the person I was working on was Donna Chinloy Chang, Ray Chang widow, right? Because Ray Chang and I went to St. George's College together. And, we linked up in Canada one time, and then before you know it, the man is dead. He had the cancer, and I didn't know. So, if I can get, and I even talked to Howard Shearer, you Shearer's son, him running Hitachi Corporation in Canada, trying to get him involved too. And I tell them, look, if you really serious about fighting crime, I have a Guyanese guy that worked with Defense Intelligence Agency that have their own agency.
The DIA is a part of the U.S. Navy.
It's a part of DOD.
Yes, but it's attached with the U.S. Navy.
Well, I won't say it's main, because they have to be attached to all elements.
Yes.
The Air Force, them is the one that when you bomb targets, they have to tell you whether the target, you need to go back and bomb it.
The location and everything, yes.
Yeah, they look at all the intelligence across all the military services, right? And they can analyze it, because usually at that level, they are the strategic level. The tactical level is the services themselves. So you have to respect them. The Jamaican guy used to run that, Vincent Stewart, 3-star general. You know that?
Yes.
And so, there's a guy that him and Chris Beckford came up together, and they formed the first Marine Corps Joint Intelligence Center. That's their claim to fame. But see, Chris and him had a falling out because he didn't support Chris with certain things. So Chris left the Marine Corps and retired at 20. But Chris is so talented that him formed 2 companies now that's making millions and millions of dollars. And Chris is so sharp that DOJ and the DOD phone company, Defense Information Systems Agency, are the ones that you have the accounts with. And you have to be well.
Yeah, so we have come to the end of part 5, of this docu-series. So we got 4 more parts to go, to complete this thing. So if you don't have the patience, I don't know, Jamaican people, those who support the Patreon squad, we know that they're not listening because they already got the entire thing. But those who don't support it, just have to wait. Or you understand what I'm saying? So We have come to the end of part 5. So hope you're enjoying the series so far. So have yourself a beautiful day. Jamaica Young Police Channel out.